Steve, this weekend is senior night. What has this senior group meant to your program?
Yes, senior night. It's always one of those nights during the season that uh, it comes too quickly for some of the seniors. And they reflect back at they realize that it was just not too long ago that they were freshmen and they were observing their first senior night, and now it's their senior night, and it offers a time to be able to reflect on the seniors and what they've meant to this program and what they've meant to us here. And this group has been a group that has been unwavering in their commitment to the program and to each other. Throughout many a coaching change throughout the COVID year, this year in particular, for them in terms of what they've been able to really accomplish with helping this team, helping their teammates, helping the program navigate a year that none of us expected, and navigate it with a type of um, a very honorable approach in terms of they just keep on wanting to come back, keep on wanting to make themselves better, keep on wanting to put their utmost into every moment, every week. And so this is a senior group that it's sometimes it's hard to put into words in terms of what they've been able to accomplish, because like I said, this year's been nothing that any of us has expected, and they've helped lead through this year with the utmost grace and also determination. Like I said, it's very unwavering in terms of their commitment to the program. So very proud of them, not just for this year but also before that, of continually wanting to push each other, continually wanting more, continually wanting to be the best versions of themselves. So that's what they've meant to this program, and that's something that's going to continue to live on. And they've left that footprint on their teammates in this program.
Steve, going back to last weekend, there was some line shuffling during Friday's game and into Saturday too. What was some of the reasoning behind that from your perspective?
On Friday, there was quite a bit, really trying to, things didn't seem to be working and just needed a little bit of a jolt and a little bit of um, uh, just try to a spark, and sometimes as a coach, as a head coach, you try different things, and sometimes it's leaving lines together and changing the message, and other times it's switching things up to maybe give players a spark. And that's what we tried on Friday. Tried a bunch of combinations on Friday, and then we had a slight change on Saturday as well, and that's just to give some players some different looks and just sometimes give a little bit of a jump, and that's what we were looking to do in a few of those changes.
Last weekend was the first weekend that we saw Emma Gentry playing on that top line with Laura Kluge and Klara Hemlarova. How did you feel about that grouping and their first time together?
Yeah, for the first time together, they've taken some reps together before in practice, but nothing significant. So for their first go together, I thought they started to read each other really well, and it's looking to match styles and styles that also complement each other, and just looking for those right combinations. And even this late into the season, always looking to see if there's a different way you can do things, different things you can tweak. And like you said, it's the first time she's played consistently with those players. So it's something we'll talk about and we'll look at and see if it makes sense again for this upcoming weekend.
Heading into this second series against Minnesota State this season, what will be some keys for success?
Execution, compete level, and then just increasing our defensive game. That's something even talked about last week, on this Zoom call, just talking about some of those areas. But Mankato is a team that plays fast, and they rely on a very high shot volume. They have a lot of shooters on their team, and they like to shoot a lot, and they play a very hard and fast game. So it's going to be a good competitive game, and our players are going to be ready for it. So for us, it's going to be how do we, match and then exceed that speed and play to our own pace. We believe that we're a team that can play very well at high speed and be able to generate our own chances through the rush, which I believe we are starting to get a little bit better at. Duluth did a good job of keeping us to the outside this past weekend, and we weren't able to penetrate the middle that much in this past weekend. And we got a little bit better on Saturday. But that's something we're really going to have to focus on this weekend going into against Mankato.
For the first time this season, you'll have fans at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. I know that was talked about a little bit last week, but what does that mean to you, just to have fans back here? We've reached this point in 2021 where fans are back, and what's that going to mean to you and the team?
It's part of the reason why our ladies play. They play for the opportunity to play the game that they love and to be that opportunity to compete. But they also want to share that with family members, people that have been very significant in their lives and helping them get to where they're at right now. And I'm sure it's been hard for parents and loved ones to be able to only watch through the screen. And so you just feel very blessed and very honored for our women and for those family members to be able to share in that experience again by being here live to support their loved ones. So we're looking forward to that. And then throw on top of that senior night, it'll be a good emotional weekend, but it'll be a good one and hopefully one that our seniors will remember.
Steve, one player in particular who had a really, really good January was Taylor Lynn. She had 3 goals in total, 1 assist for 4 points. How would you grade her performance in January and just overall here in her sophomore season?
Yeah, different players, things start to click for them at different times in their career. And for Taylor, for her in this short season, and her last year in her freshman season, she left her freshman season really wanting to better herself and really wanting to look at those details and how can she get better, and extremely committed young woman in terms of bettering her game. And for her to start to see some of the rewards of all the work that she puts in behind the scenes, all the questions that she's asking, which is fantastic, and all the desire that she has to be able to get better, you love to see that for a player. And so for her, she's starting to find out, okay, this is how I'm going to score goals at this level. And for her, she's really finding her place in net front and getting into that area, and how can she contribute. And sometimes that's the biggest thing. She's a player that put up a lot of points in her midget career up in Canada. And so she's a goal scorer and she'll figure it out. We always have confidence in her. And so she's starting to really figure that out in terms of how can she get the points, how can she find a way to score in this league, and she's starting to figure that out. So we're really proud of her and happy to see it for all the work that she's put in.
All right, so this weekend is senior night. Do you want to talk a little bit about what this senior group has meant to you as a fellow player on the Huskies?
Yeah, so I'm like kind of a part of the senior class. Well, like I'm not a part of it, but they're everybody who is in my age level. So I've become really close with everyone in the senior class, and I knew a lot of them coming in already. So I'm sad to see some of them go, but I'm really happy that some of them are staying as well.
Are there any memories that you have of the seniors from this year's class that you kind of remember coming up with them?
No like specific memories, but I have grown up playing with Poe since I was like 9. And then I played with Kenzie at a young age too, probably around like 12. And then I played with Biggies in the summer. And then I played with Hannah Bates at national camp before coming here as well. So I kind of knew all the seniors before coming here.
So heading into this second series with Minnesota State, you guys have already seen them opening your season against them back in November. What are some keys to continued success against Minnesota State after splitting with them last time out?
I think we have grown a lot as a team since that weekend, since it was, the first weekend, and we still had a lot of people out. So now that we have our full team back and we have developed over the season, I think it's going to be a really good series, and we're hoping to come out with a couple wins.
So you've been shuffling between forward and defense here throughout the season, kind of as needed. What is that back and forth been like for you, and how have you felt at both positions?
Yeah, so I've always kind of played both growing up. Played mostly D until my late years of high school, and then I mostly played forward. So it's been good. I'm just playing D right now, and the transition's been good. I feel confident at defense and more comfortable as well.
You had your first goal of the season 2 weekends ago on home ice against Wisconsin, tossing one in through traffic from the left point. Kind of walk me through that goal and walk me through some of the things that you liked about your play in that series.
Yeah, so the goal, it was on the power play, so we were just moving the puck really well, and I got the opportunity to shoot it, and there was traffic in front, so it kind of snuck through there. I had a couple bodies in front to screen the goalie, so I was just really excited to get one in there. It's been a while, and I knew my teammates were really happy for me as well. So I'm pretty happy with how I played in that game and that series, and I was pretty happy with getting some points as well.
One of the big pieces of success this season for St. Cloud State has been the work on the penalty kill. For much of the year, you were in the top 2, 3 in the country, and still ranking in the top 10, 15 right now in penalty kill. What's been leading to that success as a team?
I think we've just been really disciplined, like going hard out and hard back, and making sure we're picking up sticks in front and just being as aggressive as possible. And I know we do a lot of work in practice on the penalty kill as well, so that's really helped us.
For the first time this season, you'll have fans at the Herb Brooks. What does that mean to you, and what's that going to mean for the team?
Yeah, so it's a really big weekend with senior weekend as well, and I know all the seniors are really happy that their families get to come and visit for the weekend. And it's been really hard for a lot of people to not see their families, as much as they usually would. So I think everyone's just super excited to get back with their families and to have fans in the building. It's going to be fun.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your time here, McKenna.
Yeah, thank you guys.